Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to focus on probably one of the biggest comebacks I've ever had as a solo player while playing Black Ops 4, so you will definitely want to stick around for that. And I was able to pull off that comeback trying out a new class setup for the ICR. So pretty much every best class setup for the ICR has been fairly consistent. You use Grip 1, Grip 2 with FMJ, along with the Reflex Sight. And early on in the game's life cycle, I would say the FMJ was almost mandatory because so many people ran body armor. But as the game has progressed, less and less people are actually equipping that piece of gear. So that led me down the road of trying a few different attachments. First off, I went ahead and tried that long barrel instead of the FMJ. You didn't really notice much of a difference unless you were on a very large map. Then next up, I actually found an amazing one, which is to swap out FMJ for quick draw. So the class setup you're going to see right here on the screen is the one I used in this match. So you can see I'm also using the Stim Shot, Scavenger, Gung Ho, and Dead Silence. So hopefully you do enjoy the video. If you do, please remember to hit that like button. And if you are interested in finding your way back to the channel at any point, make sure you do subscribe with those notifications on. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay breakdown, which is something I typically like to do on the channel. And for the record, I am playing solo. I'm not partied up in a full 5-man party trying to play Domination, Spawn Trap, or anything like that. I'm actually going to walk through how you need to play these modes, especially if you're going to play solo. Arsenal is definitely one of those maps that changes how you play it based off the current objective or mode. A lot of times if you play team deathmatch, you're going to stick to this side of the map, since this is generally where most of the action happens. People go ahead and hang out in the vents. People are trying to get their long shots in that window. Luckily, I do have a long range weapon that is very accurate and I can melt people at range. So immediately right off the bat, you can see that the enemy players are working together even though they're not teamed up either, and they are fighting for that objective together. So I go ahead and push for the room, waiting for a couple teammates to push in. You can see a couple just sitting in the objective, because if I just jump on B blindly, then I'm just going to get lit up by the enemy player. So I'm waiting for my teammates to back up, and then I'll be able to peek out and go for that direction. I know someone's going to be coming from that area, kind of just a hunch, and then they end up coming from that area. I back up, get a little bit of ammo, and then try to take a different angle and try to capture a little bit of map control. So you can see right here, I'm peeking this left side, I end up taking that guy out. I thought there was another enemy that was with my teammate, but he's got that left side, so I decide to go for the vent. Looks like my teammates are trying to capture the objective, so now I'm peeking out, end up snapping onto this dude, taking him out, and want to make it as easy as possible for my teammates to capture the objective. See the guys coming in here based off the minimap. Go ahead and take them both out, get to a better spot so I can heal up. And at this point of the match, I'm already starting to think about getting all of my streaks because I know I'm going to need the help. It doesn't look like my teammates are very aggressive. They're all on the objective right now. I'm coming into the room trying to see if I can help out in any way. And then the moment I think they got a hold of it, I start going around for that flank again, and then I have to go back towards the middle because I see the enemy is jumping on the objective. I do try to hit the guy in the vent, but because of my angle, I'm not able to get a clear shot. And now I'm just trying to wait for the map to give me some information. Looks like people are heading towards the objective. I got to get out of there, reposition. I do have a sniper's nest, so I can go ahead and call that in. And then I got to use the strike team to allow me to gain that map control. You're going to see how useful those things are later on in the match. So I go ahead and come around over here. I don't fire my weapon. I don't give away my position. Then as I head towards the B objective, you can see we've already lost it. Some guy tries to shoot me in the back. So I immediately go ahead and turn around, snap on him, take him out pretty easily. I ended up being one shot. So I could have died in that scenario, and all I'm doing is trying to lock down this area. Sniper's Nest is starting to get to work, but I don't want to end my streak. I still need this strike team. Since I don't have a ton of map awareness, I call in my Hellstorm, try to get a couple easy kills. I only get one kill off of it, but I'm able to see where all the enemies are. Looks like likely they are all in the building. I can see that there's an engagement happening over here, so I decide to help out my teammate and push heavily for the objective. One of my teammates is on there. I go ahead and take that guy out. I'm able to snap on pretty quickly. I don't know if quick draw helped in that scenario, but I feel like it did. And what you'll notice is how quick the enemy team always takes back B. That means 2 or 3 of them are always jumping on that objective for how fast it's moving. So a lot of times you got to play this a little bit different. Looks like 3 of them are on the hill. I go ahead and peek it, get a quick kill. And you can see I'm not really able to go to that middle section because I'm going to be at a huge risk of dying. I wait till my strike team gets in there. They get kind of in engagements, but they're not able to kill this guy. I'm trying to peek him. I end up going a little bit more aggressive, pushing into there, and then end up taking the guy out. And then we are able to get that little bit of map control where we can actually jump on B. We are down by about 18 points, so we got to correct that. Just paying attention to where the enemies are, hoping that my teammates can reclaim B. Looks like they do. I push in here, quick draw, snap onto this dude, absolutely melt him. And now we're in a pretty good command of the lobby. So you can see how the strike team is able to help out with taking over the middle of the map and actually gaining control of the map. I go ahead and pull out my Tempest shot to see if I can get any kills. I am shooting people, but not really able to get much out of it. Since the enemy was able to sneak around that left side, he was able to take me out pretty easily, shot me in the back. My strike team's pushed forward. We're controlling the map. We're down by 13. Obviously, like I said, it's a big comeback. You're going to see that even at the end of this round, we are not winning. For a majority of the end of the second round, we're not winning until the last second. So make sure you stick around so you can see how epic this comeback is, because it involves triple capping for the win. Since I feel like we have a strong command of the spawns, I can push so aggressively for this middle area because it's not like the enemies are able to just jump back on that objective. But you can see my teammates are trying to capture A, which causes that spawn flip, which is never a good thing. Do not spawn flip in Domination. Get absolutely demolished out of this guy coming out of spawn. My teammates are capturing A. We're losing C. They end up getting killed off A. So now we're getting double capped. And that is the negative side of trying to triple cap. The second my teammate went over to A, inevitably that ended up causing a split spawn, which caused us to lose the objective. So right here, I'm trying to recapture it, knowing that one of the enemies is either going to spawn directly behind me now in that main spawn, or there's going to be some guy over here. I saw him on the minimap. Go take him out really quick. And then I push back for the objective, because we need 2 objectives. Ideally, you want 2. One of the home spawns and then B. You don't want split spawns. All that nonsense makes it very difficult to play. So I'm not 100% sure at this point if this spawn is cleared out. I decided to come around and get absolutely demolished by some guy using a double high cal auger DMR. And that auger DMR is probably one of the most lethal weapons in the game as far as time to kill. If they land 2 shots to the chest and above, you're pretty much insta-melted. Looks like the guy's going for challenges because he has 1 optic, 5 attachments, no perks. So definitely got to be able to adjust for that, because I know that guy's going to have to kill me so quick. I have to be very accurate. I go ahead and peek around this right side. Looks like they're flipping the spawns again. My teammates are capturing C, and we end up losing the round 100 to 88. I'm 34-3. Look at the rest of the score. People are not contributing in any way. I think combined my entire team has probably like less than 30 kills. So it's not looking good when it comes to the second half. And at this point, I'm thinking, man, I really need to streak up if I'm going to win. You can see all that my teammates did is they pushed far right. They're looking all that direction. They didn't even capture the home objective, which is a big no-no when you play Domination. At least one person needs to hang back. I guess that one person was me. But if you're going to be leading the charge, you need to be a slayer. You need to be out in front. They're all pushing that right side, so I have no backup over middle. So I have to adjust my strategy. I'm trying to lock down this left side of the map, waiting for enemies to appear so I could play a little bit more aggressive. Ends up being multiple enemies in this area. I jump out, lose that gunfight. I'm not sure exactly how. That guy outstrafed me, absolutely demolished me on that strafe. And that is definitely one of the downsides of actually running the ICR. It does not have that stock, so it has a little bit limited mobility. So sometimes when you get into these gunfights that are involving the strafing back and forth, very hard to track that target. So now I've gone ahead and died by the dog. Didn't really have good timing on that. I was just coming through the doorway thinking that I had a chance to kind of clear up some enemies. But you can see the enemies, they're clearly locked down the area. There's a guy hanging out in this building, a few inside the room ahead of me, inside the main room, locking down that area. And you can see my teammates have no desire to actually go towards the objective. They're all hanging out in the building in the back somewhere, or all the way on the right side. And you can see it's working a lot like it did in that first round. We don't really have much map control. I gotta kind of push for a flank. I rush ahead and I'm getting killed by this tripwire. So I died by the guy's tripwire, and then I again died by the guy's dog. So we got 2 kills on me from specialist up, and that's really limiting my ability to make this comeback. Obviously, we don't have map awareness because we have a counter UAV. I'm rushing through here. Hopefully I can get somebody. Wasn't sure the guy was going to be there. He was already pre-aimed, destroyed me with that Damon. And the Damon does have a fast time to kill if you're able to hit your shots. And I'm coming right out of spawn, getting absolutely destroyed. Wasn't really prepared for the guy. Spawned literally right there, thinking I was in a safe area. And at this point of the match, the enemy streaks are starting to snowball. They're stacking one on top of another. They keep getting UAVs and counter UAVs, messing up the mini-map, knowing exactly where we're at. Really can't play the game I want to play to control that map. And you can see my teammates are content to stay in the spawn. And this is the point of the match where I'm really thinking that I need to step it up to get this win. And we're just at that point. If we double cap, we're still in the game, and we're getting to that borderline point that we're going to almost have to triple cap to actually get the win. So right now, as long as we get this objective, we'll stay in the game. We'll be able to contribute to that win. So right here, I'm just trying to lock it down all by myself. End up taking that guy out. Not sure where the next enemy is going to be coming in. Got to peek all sides by myself. And at this point, I feel like I'm completely alone. I don't really have much of a team. The team that I do have, they're trying to flip the spawns by going all the way over to C. And we saw how that worked out in the first half, and ended up flipping the spawns, causing us to actually not get that lead that we should have had because we ended up losing the objective. So again, I decided to make this push for B because I know it's essential. They're not able to lock down C because the spawns are too aggressive, and I don't think they're good enough to win those gunfights to lock it down. Go ahead and jump over here. Teammate ends up finishing the guy off. All he was 1 bullet left. And then I push aggressively with my Tempest shot. And we're kind of at that point that if we lose one of these objectives again, we're going to probably lose the match and have to be forced to do that triple cap. So I'm trying to keep everyone off the objective. I have a good idea where a lot of people are. I could have easily died there. Stim shot comes in handy. Take the next guy out. Then I pushed aggressively for the home spawn and seeing if anyone's going to come through this area. Locking it down, doors open, snap on, take them both out. And I'm actually starting to feel like I have a chance at winning this match. I go ahead and call in that sniper's nest. I'm not sure what's going to happen in this scenario. I call in the Hellstorm, try and give me a little bit of map awareness. Take this guy out here. Luckily, this guy runs right past me. I'm able to take him out. And then I'm in a position where I just got to lock down B. As long as we don't lose B, we're going to be in a good spot. You can see I'm very close to the next streak. So I definitely got to play my life. My sniper's nest just got hacked. So luckily, I didn't have my strike team when I called in the sniper's nest, or I probably would have lost that too, and the loss would have been inevitable. So I got to use these streaks to carry my team, get that map control, fighting pretty aggressively, making sure that I don't die, calling that strike team, and I know there's nothing they can do. I take out a few more people off of B, and now we got good control of the map, but we're still mathematically going to lose unless we get this triple cap. Waiting for my strike team to come all the way in, then I know I could play a little bit more aggressive. Peeking the spawn, seeing where people are at. My strike team's coming in handy. Snap on that guy. The other guy's behind me. Teammate takes him out. So I'm going for that triple cap, and this guy ends up running by. I didn't really notice in the moment when I was playing. Try to avoid this guy with some little sliding motion. End up getting hit. Not really getting much help from any teammates. Then I get lasered by another enemy. So I'm still thinking that we need to get that triple cap. I spawned all the way on the far side, which is not a good thing. You can see my teammates are starting to push because that's the only thing they're really good at, is pushing for that spawn flip. Looks like we're starting to lose B, so I got to go for that. We lose B, that is not going to be a good situation. Take the guy out with milliseconds left on the little bar. Go ahead and clear that off so we can go ahead and push back for that C objective. Looks like my teammates were able to capture it. Luckily, my strike team was there to help out. See, my strike team is taking A. Got to rush back over there. We're getting within 15 now, so it's looking pretty good. I was thinking this kill would be easier than it was, but I'm able to take that guy out, and then I go ahead and push for that triple cap. Teammate is with me. I know that enemy's going to come around the corner. Hoping he's covering that left side. I don't know why he keeps looking this way. The second he looks my way, then I go ahead and peek the other way, and we end up getting pinched. But we did capture that objective. But we held the triple cap just long enough so that even if we only hold 2 flags, we're in position where we're going to win this match. So you're going to see how that was pulled off. The strike team came in very clutch. I was able to win a few tough scenarios, and then my teammates decided to step it up in the last second when they were able to capture the C flag. But the match isn't over yet. You can see that the enemy team is taking the C flag. That's why I turned around, head that way, but then I decide it's too far to run. Let's just capture A. All my teammates are here anyways. Decide to jump out, take this guy out, win that gunfight, and then go ahead and jump on the objective. Now that we have double objective again, we're in a good spot. So after it was all said and done, it was a very fun match because we actually pulled off the win. But overall, it was one of those frustrating matches where you have to do a little bit of everything. Hopefully you did enjoy the gameplay. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. If you're brand new to the channel, want to find your way back, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. If you appreciate all the support on the channel, thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day.